Look at your phone right now. Swipe down your quick settings and find that little jagged blue letter B icon glowing on your screen. You tap it every single day to connect your noise-canceling earbuds on a loud train, sync your smartwatch for a run, or effortlessly link up to your car's dashboard without giving it a second thought. It is the ultimate invisible convenience of modern life. But I guarantee you did not know that with that simple, mindless tap, you are quite literally summoning the ghost of a 1,000-year-old Viking warlord. That famous logo is not just a weirdly shaped letter B. It is an authentic, ancient Viking bind rune, hiding in plain sight in your pocket. We live in an incredibly seamless, wireless world, where everything just magically talks to everything else without skipping a beat. But it was not always this beautifully easy. Before this invisible magic existed, we were trapped in an absolute nightmare of tangled wires, proprietary cables, and bulky devices that outright refused to communicate with each other. If you wanted to simply send a photo from your computer to your shiny new cell phone, or connect a wireless headset, you were completely out of luck. You needed a specific cable for every single action. Today, we take the illusion of instant connectivity completely for granted. We swipe, we tap, we hear that satisfying little pairing chime, and we move on with our busy lives. The technology feels entirely futuristic, a marvel of modern Silicon Valley engineering that belongs exclusively to the fast-paced 21st century. But what if the foundational secret to this modern digital miracle was actually buried deep in the Scandinavian Dark Ages? Let us rewind back to the dark days of 1996. Tech giants like Intel, Ericsson, and Nokia had a massive, multi-billion-dollar problem on their hands. They were all desperately developing their own short-range radio technologies to connect devices. But these competing standards could not talk to each other. It was a fractured, warring landscape of completely incompatible tech that threatened to ruin the wireless revolution. They desperately needed a single, universal standard to unite these divided devices. During a pub crawl in Toronto, Intel engineer Jim Kardak was talking with an Ericsson engineer about history and a shared love of the past. Specifically, they were nerding out over a book about Vikings. Kardak suddenly proposed a brilliantly weird, temporary code name for their new uniting technology. He named it after King Harald Bluetooth Gormson, a legendary, fierce 10th century Viking ruler. As to why Harald, well, Harald was famous for one massive historical achievement. Before his reign, Scandinavia was fractured into deeply divided, violently warring tribes. Harald famously stepped in and united the disparate tribes of Denmark and parts of Norway into a single, communicative territory. Kardak realized that just as King Harald united Scandinavia, this new technology would unite the PC and cellular industries with a single wireless link. Now for the absolute best part, the origins of that iconic logo. It was only supposed to be a temporary placeholder. When the engineering team needed a graphic for the project, they did not hire an expensive, fancy branding agency. They simply took King Harald's initials, H and B, and translated them directly into authentic ancient Scandinavian runic letters. They combined the Hagal rune for H and the Bjarkan rune for B. When you smash those two ancient stone runes together, you literally forge the exact Bluetooth logo we use today. The crazy thing is, the name Bluetooth was literally just a temporary joke. The marketing teams originally wanted to launch the tech under a completely different, incredibly boring name, like Radio Wire or Personal Area Networking. But due to a massive trademark issue at the very last minute, the official names could not be legally cleared in time for the big launch. Because the product simply had to ship, the temporary Viking placeholder became a permanent reality by pure accident. Today, there are over 5 billion new Bluetooth-enabled devices shipped globally every single year. It is embedded in our cars, our homes, our medical devices, and our pockets. An entire global infrastructure of digital communication is silently operating under the banner of a dead medieval king. Take a moment and really think about the sheer, mind-bending scale of human progression. 1,000 years ago, a king fought desperately to connect tribes using wooden ships, heavy iron swords, and sheer force of will on these cold, rugged Scandinavian shores. His legacy was carved into heavy, immovable runestones that still stand today. Now, his ancient initials are carved into billions of microscopic silicon chips, constantly transmitting invisible waves of data through the air, completely surrounding us every second of the day. History does not just sit dusty in museums. Sometimes it adapts, evolves, and literally pulses through the air in our living rooms. So, the next time your expensive wireless headphones stubbornly refuse to connect to your laptop, maybe try something different. Do not just sigh and turn it off and on again. Try shouting a quick thank you to the ghost of King Harold.